Three, two.
Jeremy here with Velocity Studio Mix, here to help you create your own studio quality mix in minutes. Now in this episode, we're talking about a product that has been around for quite a while. Today we're unboxing Slate Digital's M1 and M2 microphone modeler bundle. In this bundle, you get their large diaphragmed M1 condenser microphone with hard case and shock mount. You also get two of their M2 microphones that can be switched between dynamic and condenser with carrying bags and mic clips, and their enclosed software vouchers. Now, quick disclaimer, we're not sponsored by anybody. This is not a sponsored video. No one's paying us to do this, but we just really like Slate Digital products, and we buy most of our gear over at Sweetwater. A question of the day, what's your favorite mic emulation in the Slate Digital mic bundle? Leave your answers in the comment section, and that'll help us out. All right, so let's get a little bit of proper context for what's going on. Say you're in the recording studio, you're the sound engineer or tech, you're about to record most likely a vocal or an instrument. You go over to your mic locker and you pick out what microphone. If price wasn't a concern, what would it be? Would it be the $14,000 Sony C800G used by Drake, Dr. Dre, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Rihanna, and Eminem? Or would you go with the $30,000 Neumann U47 used by the Beatles, Sinatra, David Bowie, Chris Cornell, just to name a few, or the $15,000 AKG C12 used by Michael Jackson, Tom Petty, the Beatles, and Alanis Morissette? Or would you go with the $15,000 Neumann U67 used by Bob Dylan, Nirvana, John Mayer, Jack White, or the $7,000 Neumann 87 used by Justin Timberlake, Paul McCartney, David Bowie, or the $20,000 Telefunken 251 used by Norah Jones, Ariana Grande, Tom Petty, or the $7,000 AKG 414 used by Freddie Mercury, The Police, the Smashing Pumpkins, and Green Day. And the list of possible microphone options goes on and on and on. No matter what mic you've picked, you know that the microphone is just one of many factors affecting the vocal or the instrument. The mic choice should be only a subtle change, not a drastic one. There are many factors when recording a vocalist or a musician's instrument. There's the room it's recorded in. There's the mic itself. There's the mic placement or the distance. There's the preamps used, the digital converters, also any gear like compressors or EQs, or the effects like delays or reverbs. And let's not forget the most important factor of all, the vocalist or the musician whose performance you're going to be capturing. So if we had all of these expensive microphones to pick from, I'm still not expecting a huge drastic EQ difference, just something subtle. And in the same way with this mic modeling software from Slate Digital, I'm not expecting a huge drastic EQ difference. Actually, I'm only expecting the M1 and M2 microphones to be very transparent and flat in their response like any other kind of modeler out there. Then I'm expecting the Slate software to give the wanted character or the texture, the emulation of the mic that I've picked out. So in this video, number one, I'm looking at build quality and design. I don't want anything flimsy or something that's going to break easily or parts that don't fit correctly. Number two, I'm looking at software and ease of use. Since the product requires software usage, I want to know how easy it is to get it up and running. That means software updates and changing out the microphones. And number three, I'm looking for the differences between each microphone emulation. Again, we're looking for subtle differences here, just like we would if we were auditioning physical mics from our mic locker in a studio. We'll talk about that and more coming up next. All right, so what we've got here is the Steven Slate microphones that have just come in, and we're going to take a look. I've just opened the top part of the box. We're just going to unbox this really quick. Hopefully I can not hit the microphone, but it comes in first. Of course, I got it from Sweetwater. That's where I usually get all my stuff at. Little thank you from Sweetwater. A little bag of candy that they always put in there. Take out some of the packaging, and in here are the Steven Slate VMS ML2. Okay, got one of those. I've got another one of those, the Slate Digital VMS ML2 ultra linear microphone. Got another one of those. And then we've got a rather large box here. Okay. And as you open it up, there's the little microphone, and then there's a little card right here. In this little card, if you open this up, it has your information, because you'll go on the Slate Digital website, and this is for the Classic Instruments Software Card. Classics. It's a package, that you have, and then it has on the back, it tells you exactly what to do. It says go to slate.com /redeem. It says select ML2 Classic Instruments, and then enter this code on the back, and that redeems the software, so you can use that in your plugin, and that'll be made available to you just like any other plugin. It's your actual redeemable voucher, so that you can use the Classic Instruments, that certain package of microphones. Okay, and so I'm going to just pull this out, and we'll find that out with each one of these. There's a card with each one of these boxes. Okay, so I'm going to open this up if I can. So there's the microphone, has a bag, and it's also got a mic clip for that, so that's great. Pull this out of the Ziploc bag. We'll discard that. All right, there you go. So you can see the 3-pronged XLR at the bottom. Okay, there's a place on the front that says you can switch it to dynamic is down, up is normal. Okay, for the type of mic that you want, dynamic or normal. Okay, and then this slides right on here. All right, and of course you can put this screw this right onto a stand. Okay, so really cool, and has its own little bag that you can place all this stuff in, which I'm about to do because I don't want to end up dropping all this while we're doing this video. Let's stick that in there. Okay, and it's paperwork. I'm going to put it in there as well. Zip that up. Really cool. Has the logo on the top there. Okay, so let's open up the next one. Another ML2, same kind of thing. And this one also has another voucher. And this one is for the Classic Instruments software card as well. And so they're not just the same one, just because they're both ML2, they're not the same one. There's a different redeemable code back here. So there's about 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, and you'll be redeeming all 3 codes at the same time on a page, and we'll show you that in just a moment. Same kind of thing in a Ziploc bag here, easy peasy. And what this would be really great to use for, these right here, you could hook both of these up to your audio interface, and you could use these as your acoustic guitar, double mic acoustic guitar on the neck. Okay, and there should be in here another specific mic clip for your mic, and just like the other one, XLR. Okay, and there's the normal and dynamic switch on it. And I'm going to place these in here too, so I don't end up dropping them. And it's paperwork. Okay. This is going to be really fun getting to model a lot of these microphones. If for no other reason, you'll be able to model some of these microphones and see the different coloration and texture of some of these microphones that, generally you wouldn't be able to afford. $48,000 mic, $20,000 mics and such. A lot of famous musicians have used. So the next, what we have here is the ML1. This is the main microphone that you'll be using, and that is cool. Look at that. That's really cool. Comes in a really cool little mic locker, like a normal mic would have. Okay, there you go. Comes in a really cool safe box, mic lock box, so it won't get hurt, okay, or damaged. Okay, has a handle on it, Steven Slate. That's absolutely cool. So we're going to open this up and show you what that looks like. That is absolutely cool there. Of course, we've got another voucher, very important voucher. And so all three of those vouchers, you'll use that code and redeem your plug-in mics. So when you go into your DAW, you'll have all your mics that you can use and sample and audition. So it looks like we've got a really good looking, safe looking, sturdy shock absorber here for the mic. That's really cool. Looks like they give us a couple of extra of the bands, which is important, very important. And then here is the actual microphone, and this thing is substantial, man. It's pretty heavy. Comes in a Ziploc bag. Boy, that is cool. I mean, this thing is substantial. Get a shot of that. That is absolutely cool. Okay, XLR on the bottom. It's got the Slate Digital on the front, and man, that thing is substantial. And if I turn it really slowly, you can probably see that condenser cartridge on the inside there. Absolutely cool. Absolutely love that. That's absolutely amazing. I'm going to put it right back in here so I don't end up messing it up. And then we're going to take a look at over on our screen. We're going to take a look at the actual microphones and what we've got. All right, really quick, I wanted to show you where you can find a brief overview of all the different microphones that are included in this bundle. Go over to slatedigital.com, and that's this website right here. And then go up to Virtual Microphone System, then down here to ML1. And it's going to show you a brief description of the ML1 microphone, the actual physical microphone that you'll be receiving, also the shock mount you'll be receiving, and then its hard case mic locker you'll receive. Now these right here are the actual virtual plugins. Okay, you'll be selecting these in the plugin in your DAW. Okay, so you'll be selecting each one of these, whichever mic you want to audition, and they're based off of real famous mics. You can read up on it, where they're from, what they sound like, but all these, the 251, the 800, they should look very familiar right off the bat. Okay, and so here's some more right here. And here are expansion packs. So make sure you do like I did and get the entire bundle, and you'll be able to get a discount by getting all of them at the same time instead of just buying one expansion pack at a time. I just bought all the mics, right? Buy the whole bundle, and you'll get the ML1, the two ML2s, the mic locker case, the bags that clip, and also all the expansion packs and all the software. Okay, so there's Classic 87 expansion pack. And these look very familiar. I mean, you know, they're based off of very famous microphones. Blackbird Mics Expansion Pack. Okay. Classic Tubes 3 Expansion Pack. And you can go and read up on all these. And of course, here's some Slate Digital preamps, very famous preamps that you can pair with these if you want to. Now we're going to go back up to the top, and we're going to look at ML2. Now you get two of these. And it does have a switch on the side. The great thing about this is it can be a dynamic mic or a condenser mic is the great thing about this. But generally speaking, thinking about it as this is the dynamic mic, okay? I look down through here and you can see all the different mics. There's real famous podcaster mic right there. A lot of famous mics here that you should recognize right off the top. Your 57 that everybody has hanging around, right? Your kick drum mics, right? Okay, very famous mics. A lot of famous 414. I mean, a lot of famous mics here. Your Royer, right? And this is actually what the physical mic will look like. You'll receive the mic and a clip and its bag, and of course the software voucher, just like you did with the ML1. So you get the ML1 and two of the ML2s, okay? And really quick, as far as software and updating, the ease of use, we talked about that before. There's a Slate Digital Connect is what they call it, Slate Digital Connect, and that's what this looks like right here. It'll just be a page, and it's super easy to use. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, there's some other companies that I've used on software, and it is super hard, super difficult. And they even use third parties to get your software to you, and it's very difficult. And Slate Digital is not that way. And other companies that used to use third party connectors have even gone away from that and done like Slate Digital and made it very easy to use. So this is very easy to use, user friendly. Literally, you pull up Slate Digital Connect, and like right now, I've got one update that I need to do. Okay, everything else is up to date. See, it says up to date, up to date, up to date, up to date, right? And I could just select. I could scroll down through here if I want to and just look and see which ones are not up to date. Or what I could do is just hit update right here, and it all of a sudden filters out all products, and it goes and it finds that one in this list that hasn't been updated yet. And it's this one right here. Okay. But it's just really easy. You just go up here, you got all products, you go to update, and there's your update, and you hit update. I mean, it's totally easy. Or when you first come in here, there's an update all button. And so you don't even have to select if there was 5 or 6 different ones that need to be updated. You don't have to hit update on all of them. You can just go over here, update all. All you have to do is sign in, update all. That's it. So updating your software is absolutely easy. And of course, like we said, on slatedigital.com, you can look at all the different mics and hardware and everything. So that's all of that. So really, really easy. So now let's look really quick. How easy is it to audition mics? Okay. Now the auditioning itself is really easy. You just put their VMR, okay, their VMR plugin. And so if you didn't know how to do that in that case, I would go here. This is Pro Tools, but it's the same in every DAW. You just find the actual Slate Digital. I'm going to go down here, Slate Digital, and I find the VMR, which is the virtual mix rack. Okay. And then I put that actually on the actual inserts list. Okay, so I've got it here. I'm going to pull that up for you. And this is their virtual mix rack. Okay, so you can put any number of different things on here. They have all kinds of EQs and microphones and all kinds of things. They got dynamics, compressors, EQs. They've got everything you could possibly want in here. This right here is actually just a console channel strip right here with API or SSL or whatever you want on it. That's what this is right there. So I'm going to get rid of that for a moment, get it out of the way. And I can just go through here and I can scroll through and find microphones. But probably the easiest thing is I can just hit this button. I could go to the search, or I could go to this that says mics. And all of a sudden it filters out everything. And now I just have all 4 of my mic expansion packs. It looks like I've only got 4 mics, but they're actually expansion packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that on. Boom, there's your microphone. Okay, so you've got your physical mic you're going to sing into, and then here is the actual software plugin right here. Okay, and there's a 100% all the way up to 150 intensity that kind of changes the character of this mic. Okay, and hit this button right here. It says mic, and that gives you the mic locker. So within this pack here, the Blackbird Studio, I can scroll up and down. There's several mics in here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 47, 251, 67, 12, 49 to pick from. And then I just pick one out. Let's say we want the 67. Okay. So now I've picked the 67, but this list is still here. What do? I just go back down here to mic, hit the button, and now we've got the 67. You can even see it right there, right? So we've got the 67. And as we sing into it, you can move this intensity button that changes the character a little bit if you want to do that. If you want to go back in, change to a different one. Now I want the 47. Boom. 47. Hit the mic button. We got the 47. Okay. Say I don't want that one. I could actually hit the X. Boom. Take it out. Maybe I want a dynamic mic. Let's pull one of those over in here. Okay. So here's our dynamic mics. Mic locker. And we can choose from all of it. Look at all these. Here's a 414 right here. I've just chosen 414. Again, to get rid of the list, hit mic again, and there's our 414. Okay. Go back to the mic locker, pick another one out. Let's say, here's a Royer 121. Hit the mic button. There we go. Okay. And if I want to audition it and turn it on and off, I can do that. Okay. Let's get rid of it. Let's go down here to the Classic 87. I'm going to click and drag. Okay. Click and drag. And go into the mic locker, and I can pick from these 3. Let's pick the 87 MK1, hit the mic locker, and there we go, ready to go. And I can pull this back and forth to change the intensity. Again, I'm going to get rid of it, and let's do classic tubes. Let's select and drag, pull, hit the mic button, and again, I've got a ton of mics to pick from. There's a famous microphone right there. That's probably my favorite one, is the 800 of these emulations, but a lot of mics to pick from. Okay, a lot of great mics. Okay, and again, you can just turn it on and off to audition it, and you can change the intensity. If you don't want it, you can kick it out. Now, another thing you can do is I can go over here to, let's say I want to put this guy on here. It's like a Neve. Okay, have that be my preamp. Okay, maybe I want to put a EQ after it. Let's put this guy right here. Okay, let's switch this up. There's a little EQ, a fine EQ, but maybe I want something that's more like a Neve EQ. How about that? How about a Neve EQ and get rid of that fine EQ? Or maybe I want something more like an SSL EQ. Okay, I could put that on there. That'd be really cool. And then let's see, what else do I want? Let's say we got the microphone. Let's say we got, maybe I want a trim tool on the front of this thing. That's very possible. We could do that, or we could move in a saturation. Maybe we want a saturation. Okay, and we'll put this at the very end of here. Maybe we'll kick out this Neve. We got a saturation, EQ, dynamics, maybe a compressor. Maybe we want the bluey, as it were. Let's stick that guy on there, right? Or we could stick a opto compressor on there. Okay, so we got a lot of options here. Okay, then one thing we forgot is I've taken off our microphones. So let's go back in here. Let's pick out a microphone. So now we got our microphone here, right? And then master, we did master mics. We got a pre's, okay, EQs, and dynamics. Boy, we got a lot of dynamics. Oh, and here's a de-esser. Maybe we want a de-esser right in there. Okay. And what else we got? We got a distressor. Maybe you want to put a distressor in there. Maybe you want to put a gate in there, possibly. So it's limitless if you have these other Slate Digital products. I like Slate Digital products. They're just easy to use. As you can see, you can audition them. You can move them around really quick and really easy. Not difficult to use. And moving out those mics, audition them are absolutely easy. And in general, I'm going to say just using the mics, even without the pre's, are pretty easy to use. I mean, it's just a mic. You would think it's not that great, but it's just a very transparent mic. What I liken it to is like your actual converters on your audio interface. For digital audio interfaces, most digital audio interfaces are very clean, transparent, and just very flat. That's what they're supposed to do. And then you use your gear to give the color. And that's what these physical mics, the M1 and M2, is for, is just very flat, transparent. And I really like it. I really like recording vocals or recording anything into it and then putting the color of it afterwards, that little bit of texture from the mic emulation. It just works a lot better. I like it a lot better, because even with a lot of those expensive mics, no one Telefunken or the Sony 800 do they all sound the same. They sound different, and over time they sound different, and so you can get the same sound every time with this and dial it in. So hopefully this helps you.